No more. Please give it up for our next comedian, all the way from Boston?
New Hampshire.
All the way from Boston, everybody. Please give it up for Josh Martin.
One more time for me, Ian. Ian? One more time for Conan O'Brien without pubes yet. Get up! Stand up! Stand up! Get out of your seats! No, you guys are no fun. All right, I remember the first time I ever had sex with your host Ian here. It was electric. Partially because I threatened him with a taser, and the other part because it was in the lighting section of Home Depot because I wanted everyone to see. But that wasn't the first time I had sex. The first time I had sex I was 15, which I know seems undeserving. But it happened. She was 19, she was really gross. She had a thing about taking younger boys' virginities, so ew. Because if you've ever had sex with a 15-year-old boy, pass. And I had sex with a condom for my first time, and I remember afterwards I was like, that's what I was dying to do? Then I had sex without a condom much later, and I was like, oh, all right, I know what we're talking about. But this girl Amanda, after we had sex for the first time, proceeded to tell every girl in town how bad I was at sex. It's my first time. You put a 15-year-old in any situation, and it's going to be just fumbles and sorries. Have a 15-year-old perform heart surgery and see if he does a good job the first time. It's going to be bad. So I went from 15, no sex, all the way to 19. And I gave myself a lot of practice. I wanted to get good. And when I was about 16, this guy, I helped my friend Adam's brother move to go away to college. And Adam's brother paid me in a big Ziploc freezer bag full of dirt weed and 2 porno tapes. One was called Fuck You Number 8. And I gotta say, based on just seeing number 8, you don't really need to see 1 through 7 to enjoy it. The other one was called Toilet Sluts. Now, Toilet Sluts was pretty, meat and potatoes porn just on a toilet. And, I could get around that. And there was this one scene where, this girl, there's a kablooey on the face, and she, washes it off with toilet water. It's grim. It's grim. And I jerked off to that one because she was the hottest girl in the video. I just had to come before the dude in the video came, so I wouldn't have to see that. But there was one scene that has stuck with me my whole life. I'm going to tell you guys about it. It has nothing to do with a toilet or a slut. Open on a prison cell. Covered in graffiti, which is really easy to get in prison. I don't know if you know that. So there's a guy, wife beater on, unlit cigarette hanging out of his mouth. That's all he's got going on. Nothing there. And just a garbage can. Okay, and then a lady walks in, and she just starts jerking him off into the garbage can. That's all that happens. That's the whole scene. But there's one particular part of this scene that stands out, and that's the fact that this guy is pretending to be retarded. Now, I know you're not really supposed to say retarded, but this guy's pretending to be in a porno, so let's just call him retarded. So she's jerking him off, and he's like, yeah, you big fucking retard, and she's jerking him off. And it's so, who is this scene for? Who is jerking off to this except for me one time? This is a kid who, when he got his first video camera, just propped it up on top of his TV and filmed himself jerking off, and then watched it right away, and then immediately taped over it with a Metallica music video. No one would ever see. But now I watch porn, and this thing I'm noticing in porn that's really fucked up. You guys into MILF porn? Any dudes like, you know, they're into MILFs? Yeah, I don't know why, but I like it. There's this thing that's happening to MILF porn, where I'll start watching a scene, and not too soon into it, I'll realize that this is a scene playing out a fantasy of somebody fucking their own mom. And it's horrible. And if I wanted to see porn of my own mom, I would just borrow my dad's computer. Because that guy's got a lot of shit on his computer. And a lot of it is like dirty stories. Like, it's not even like a video or a picture, it's just like he downloads text files of dirty stories. And one was about a woman having sex with a gym teacher, and in the story the woman hangs from a ceiling fan and drops herself onto his cock as he's laying on a desk. My dad has really unrealistic expectations. And my mom, my poor mom, he just gets drunk and he hangs out with me and my wife, so he says these sexy things to my mom in front of us. It's like, hey, Patty, and go upstairs. And she's like, Doug, stop it. Yeah, my parents' names are Doug and Patty. Anybody kind of gets that reference, Doug, Patty, Patty Mayonnaise. They told me when I was a kid that that show was about them and how they met. It's not good. But, my dad is a great guy, and when I grow up, I do want to be just like my dad and fuck my mom. Thanks a lot, guys. My name is Josh Martin.